Success doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes it wears a janitor's uniform. Today's story is about a man no one noticed, yet he quietly built a fortune, not just of money, but of wisdom. This is the true story of the janitor who became a millionaire and never quit his job. A story that proves your beginnings don't define your future. Your mindset does. Every morning at 5 a.m., he arrived with a mop in his hand and a smile on his face. His name was Mr. Raymond Davis, but everyone just called him Ray. He worked at Jefferson High School, a large public school in a quiet American town. Ray wasn't flashy. He didn't talk much. He wasn't on social media. He didn't even own a smartphone, but he showed up every single day. Rain, snow, sick days, it didn't matter. He came in, cleaned every hallway, every classroom, every restroom, while the teachers were still making their coffee. Ray had already made the school feel like home. Most students didn't notice him. Some would nod politely. Others laughed behind his back. Must suck to be a janitor all your life. One student said one day. Ray smiled and said nothing. But what no one knew was this: Ray wasn't just a janitor. He was a student of life, and he was quietly building something that no one could see. After his shift ended at 3 p.m., Ray didn't go to the bar. He didn't waste time watching TV. He went home, changed clothes, and opened books. Books on investing, books on discipline, books on financial freedom and mindset. He borrowed them from the library, old, dusty books that nobody touched anymore. He watched free online courses on an old computer he'd built from scrap parts. No fancy tools, no mentors, no get-rich gurus, just quiet persistence. Ray learned about index funds, compound interest, dividend stocks, and real estate. In his late 30s, he made his first investment, $50 into an S&P 500 fund. That $50 wasn't much, but it was a beginning. Every paycheck, Ray set aside 20%, even when it hurt, even when he couldn't afford new clothes. Discipline, he whispered to himself. Future me is counting on me. While others spent money to look rich, Ray saved money to be free. Over time, Ray bought his first rental property, a tiny duplex with a leaky roof. He fixed it himself on weekends, then rented it out. The rent paid the mortgage. The equity grew, and the janitor kept cleaning floors by day and building wealth by night. Fast forward 25 years. Ray is now 62 years old. He still mops the same floors, still drinks the same coffee, still wears the same jacket from 2005. But something has changed. Ray now owns 7 rental homes. His investments have grown to over $3 million. He earns more in passive income each year than he ever did cleaning schools. But he never quit. One day, a teacher discovered the truth. She asked him, "Why are you still here, Ray? You could retire tomorrow." Ray smiled and said, "This job gave me structure. It gave me time to think, time to learn. But more than that, I stay because I want to. I didn't build this life to escape something. I built it so I could choose, and I choose to be here. Because I still believe I can make someone's day better." That teacher never forgot those words. Months later, a student broke down in tears outside a classroom. She'd failed her test. Her father had left. She wanted to drop out. Ray was mopping nearby. He sat beside her, not saying anything at first. Then he said, "Don't quit, kid. Life's hard, but quitting makes it harder. You've got to do it tired. Do it scared, do it confused, but just don't stop. You don't need to be rich right now. You just need to be consistent." That student went on to graduate, earn a scholarship, and write her college essay about the janitor who taught me more than any textbook. Ray's life wasn't flashy. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. And in that life are lessons for all of us. 1. Start small. Start Now Ray began with $50 and a book. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with what you have, even if it's just time, discipline, or curiosity. 2. Live below your means while others bought new phones. Wealth isn't about how much you make. It's how much you keep and where you put it. 3. Be quietly disciplined. Ray didn't post about grinding. He just did the work. When you don't feel motivated, let discipline drive you. 4. Serve with pride. Ray was a janitor, and proud of it. No job is small if it's done with heart. Your title doesn't matter. Your effort does. 5. Teach by living. Ray never gave a TED Talk, but one sentence from him changed a student's life. Your story, your actions, and your kindness are the loudest lessons. You don't need to be born rich. You don't need to be a genius. You need to be patient, disciplined, and willing to grow quietly while the world scrolls past. Ray the janitor became a millionaire, but more importantly, he became a legend to those who watched closely. Let this story remind you, it's not where you start, it's what you do with your minutes, your habits, and your mindset. So what are you building today? Success is quiet. Let your results make the noise.